Good point, Mario Orange. Look at me. I look at that. We're making connections. We're building community. I'm here to squib on your YouTube peeps. Zach, you always squibbing on the YouTube peeps. These are your brothers. These are your friends. Don't fight Twitch and YouTube. This is, I heard some mobile providers even put multiple customers in a single IP address. Whoa, goodness. Wow. Wow, Del, that's crazy. Okay. All right, so we're good. We're caught up with chat. YouTube peepees are here. We got 45 minutes to squeeze in a bunch of news. We're gonna try our best, okay? Okay, let me pause. Hold on. Pause for a moment. Okay. What? Who put this here? Oh no. How embarrassing. The link to my t-shirt opened up. Oh no. What happened? Oh, you're serious? Looks like he's teabagging and squibbing. Yeah, because they didn't hear their that's okay, Coyote. Twitch and YouTube's are siblings. Now Mixer. Thanks for following, Saou. Oh, Roastamer, thanks so much for following. I hope you enjoyed the channel. Please join Discord if you can. Arigatou gozaimasu. Welcome. Twitch and YouTuber are siblings. Now Mixer. Glad we kicked the red-headed stepchild out. Oh no, get squibbed then. Oh no, what about Kick? I started to get typical at that point with the MAC addresses and things like that. Yeah. No kidding. Goodness. Okay. All right. Everyone, does anyone have any farts to let out before we start streaming? If there's any fart now or forever hold your cheeks. We don't talk about Kick. No. Oh goodness. Makes sense. Right? We don't talk about that. All right. Great work, everyone. Oh man, you know what? Farting is a sign of a healthy colon. Great job, everyone. Oh my gosh. Thanks for the headbands. Thank you for the headbands. Meow. All right. 7 says I have to go to dinner and stuff, but have a great rest of the stream. All right, bye 7. You take care. Thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day. Have an awesome dinner. Okay. Kick is the burrito of platforms. The burrito? Oh, Bruno. Oh my god. Kick is the Bruno of platforms. Oh no. Thank you. Thanks for the headpats, everyone. Okay. All right. Okay. Looks like we're all farted out. All right. Let us begin. Okay. We're going to Kick as a burrito. I misread the word. Listen, my eyes sometimes do that. My eyes are like, that works like a burrito. News. That's right. Okay, sorry. Blah, blah. Okay, guys, hop with me. Come, take my hand. We're gonna jump into the news scene. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ah! Okay. Oh no, that's the wrong one. That's not the eclipse. Okay. No, Rowan says it's too early for this. Oh my goodness. All right, 1, 2, 3. Hi everybody. Welcome. It's Liddy Nekozawa here, and today is a beautiful Saturday evening. Or maybe Sunday, depending on when I get this upload up. Hello. Welcome to the VTuber Newsy News. I'm your host, Lydia Nekozawa. Oh my goodness. Oh, Mercurius, thanks for gifting the tier 1. Oh, sorry. Thank you for gifting 1 Lydia Nekozawa VTuber membership on YouTube. That's very kind of you. Thank you so much for your support. Okay, sorry. Where was I? Oh, yes. Hello, everyone. It's me, Lydia Nekozawa. Welcome to the VTuber Newsy News. I'm your host for this evening. So we're going to get into some VTuber news. Please join me as we dive into the World Wide Web and see what's going on there today. Okay, our first piece of news we are going to be talking about is we have Kirsche. So who is Kirsche? Kirsche is an American virtual streamer, often referred to as Kur or Coconut. That's cute. Her initial and primary streaming platform is Twitch, and she posts clips to YouTube. While an independent streamer, she was partnered with GameForge and was the official Terra ambassador. Wow, that's pretty cool. All right. Let's see here. What? Wolf, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. I hear there's a fight club. There's no fight club. No. We are here for news. Don't worry. Put your dukes down. Everything's okay. All right. Yes, so this is Kirsche. And this is what Kirsche looks like. Okay. This is Kirsche. Okay. Why are we talking about Kirsche today? Well, so this is OffKai Expo. This is a VTuber convention that is held May 31st to June 2nd at the Hyatt Regency in Burlingame, California. Okay, so I don't understand. What does Kirsche and OffKai Expo have to do with each other? Well, looks like there's been some rumbles. So let's take a listen. This is 22 minutes, so we're gonna put it on super ultra fast, Super Saiyan 2x speed, okay? And I'm just gonna up the volume a little bit just so we can kind of hear what Kirsche has to say about OffKai. Okay, let's go.
I have something somewhat important to talk about. Normally we laugh at idiots online.
Here it says, disclaimer, don't harass the staff or anyone involved. If you don't like what happened, don't attend this year or next year if you already paid for a plane ticket or booked a room.
You don't get into anything like super serious outside of like Bridge and its ramifications, but like I would feel remiss if I did not talk about my recent blacklisting, because not only does it affect me, obviously, push me in the algorithm, but it will affect other people besides me going forward.
Yeah.
Free speech is an issue that I care about. I also care about not giving in to cancel culture people who want to create some weird idol of you inside their head. I was supposed to be on an 18+ panel at OffKai. And I'm not going to talk about the panel or what the panel is about because I don't want them to face any ramifications for me talking about this.
Okay.
But I have been blacklisted from appearing on panels at OffKai. I felt that this was a very weird thing to happen considering the audience that OffKai panders to and the type of people that go to OffKai. And so I wanted to contact people who worked at OffKai to find out what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
So I messaged OffKai on Twitter, and as you can see, this is literally the first time I've ever spoken to them. I was like, hello, OffKai Expo people. I was slated to be on a panel for the upcoming OffKai. However, I just received notice today that I would apparently be too risky to have on said panel by the OffKai organizers. And I'm curious what the issue is. I appreciate.
Wait, isn't it an 18+ panel?
You getting back to me, thanks. And the OffKai staff responded, hey Kirsche, sorry about the back and forth. We usually ask to approve any co-panelists ahead of time, but this case fell through the cracks. We hope you understand that given the current tumultuous state of VTubing, we would like to avoid collaboration with somewhat polarizing creators such as yourself.
Whoa! Whoa! Wow, what a statement. Ouch. Polarizing creator. Yikes.
And as I personally have no issues getting sponsors, short or long term, with both products and games, I do not promote hateful rhetoric, and I'm genuinely surprised that I would be blacklisted from your convention. It feels more like a single person who dislikes me has poisoned the well. You guys look at VTubers who participated in harassment campaigns, which leaves me even more confused as to what part of my content would be a problem. And OffKai responded, I can assure you that no single person would have the ability to make such a call, and this is also not a sponsor-related issue. Please understand that we are an all-volunteer-run event, and your name coming up made a number of our staff uncomfortable. We value our team a lot and do not want to cause issues this close to the convention. That is why the executive team decided against having you participate in the panel.
Wow.
This is not a blacklisting. You are still free to attend or participate in other ways. I'm sorry, but this is the amount of information I'm able to share. When I read, we value the team, we don't want to cause issues this close to the convention. That's why they decided against having you participate. This made me think of the Nijisanji language where they're like, yeah, this will be negligible. Let's go!
Oh no.
This is not blacklisting. You are still free to attend or participate in other ways. If I am not able to participate in panels, that is a blacklisting. If I can come as a normal attendee by paying you, that just means I'm not banned from the convention. There's a difference between being blacklisted and being banned.
Yeah.
If I am not able to participate in panels because I make staff uncomfortable, why the hell would I want to give you my money to show up as a regular person? That makes no sense. Gaslighting on display. Oh, the gaslighting gets way worse. It's very amusing. So I say, I think if people are accusing me of making them uncomfortable, I have a right to know what I have said or done to cause that, especially if it is affecting my ability to participate in panels and having an effect on my friends as well. Again, you have platformed VTubers who actively participated in harassment, something I have never done. So I do not understand the issue with my presence. Also, to say that this isn't a blacklisting is disingenuous. You're telling me I'm not allowed to participate in panels, which is a blacklisting.
Yeah.
I haven't heard back from you guys today, so as you can see, there's a jump in the date.
Yeah.
Haven't heard back from you guys today, and I would like to be able to rectify this privately if possible. However, if left no other option, I will be speaking about this publicly.
Wow.
And someone else responded and says, hello, this is Lysander. I'm the director of this year's OffKai. And if you're open to it, I'd like to talk about it more in depth. I'll try to give you as much information as I can about it, but as you may guess, it's complicated. As I go into the DMs that I had with the director of OffKai, I want to preface anything else said with please do not bother the OffKai staff.
Yeah.
Please do not do anything that would further make their claims seem real when they say that they are uncomfortable. It's not. I don't want anyone to have any sort of ramifications against the staff. Do not do anything to the staff. I don't even know who staff are. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't even know who the OffKai staff are. But if you know any of them, do not say anything to them. Do not harass them. Do not do any campaigning against OffKai staff. Do not do that. Very simple. You just no longer support OffKai with your money. Exactly. Vote with your wallet. Do not engage the people. And so getting into the DMs. So I'm really sorry for interrupting you on your vacation like this. I'll start with the what about X party situation. You're referring.
Wait. I guess. Wait. I guess she's on vacation. Okay. X party. What's this?
Who I think you are. They were part of our event last year, but that was before everything went down. We chose this year to not continue to work with them, but aren't all knowing of each group or person we work with and try to do basic screening. Sometimes things just don't get found. And that's kind of a nice sentiment that somebody who actually does actively participate in harassment is someone that they won't work with.
Okay.
Our organization is made up of all volunteers from pretty much every background you can think of. No one's getting paid, so a lot of difficulties of managing 100+ people. Our team feels comfortable giving up their free time to help us.
Okay.
This is where after they decide to blacklist me, they try to go for the pity route because, like I said, I already told them I would go public if we couldn't solve this in private. So you will see a lot of woe is me kind of language in this. I think it's fair to say that you are a bit controversial with a lot of your takes, especially for a staff largely based in California. During the pitch phase, we talk with the panelists about topics and people they want to work with and clear it with our staff first. And in this case, we didn't know until everything was already in motion.
Okay, this is surprising that it's like they have to clear it with the volunteers who attends. That's kind of odd, but okay.
Last week, basically. There are a lot of volunteers involved in working either directly or indirectly with every guest and panelist, and it isn't exactly fair for us to ask them to do something they're not comfortable with. And I might just be like ignorant of how cons work, right? But if there are certain volunteers who just dislike me or the things that I say, can they not just work on different panels? Can they
Yeah, no, I have to agree with that.
just not be in the room during the panel that I am on? We're in a difficult spot of managing guests, panelists, staff, industry expectations, and balancing them all. So that's what led us to asking that you don't participate in the panel. We did get a list of screenshots of things that made staff uncomfortable. If you do wish to see some of them, they are mostly tweets that you've made in the past. Oh, don't worry, chat. They are freaking amusing.
Few minutes later.
And I said, you say mostly tweets. I'm interested in what was given as reasoning beside the tweet. And he responded, a lot of them come down to gender identity and diversity, equity, and inclusion type issues.
Oh shit, here we go again.
And it shows 7 screenshots here. I'll bring those up. There's 7 screenshots that I was given. The first one is a reply to Sam Hyde, where I said, Sam winning a women's weightlifting competition when? This is a very obvious joke. I do not see how this is offensive. I do.
I mean, I can see how that could be offensive. Yeah, like, okay.
I do not understand, especially considering we've seen men in Canada and the United States, without changing their gender identity, enter into women's weightlifting and then win. I'm quite literally making a comedic commentary based on real life facts. This is not an opinion. This is something that's literally happened.
No, I mean, I can see that. But yeah, yeah, California is very, I guess liberal. Is that the word? I'm not sure how it's. I know America has like different words for that, but yeah, I guess I can see where they would. That's a tough one. But yeah, like I guess they're like ultra liberal. If that's the, I'm using the Canadian word. I'm sure there's an American word for it.
Good to be aware. It's very good to be aware because, and you'll see this in the DM. This is a pattern. This is not the first year they have tried blacklisting someone. It's just that I am an indie, so I am an easy target. Once again, you can see their language talking about how it'll be negligible.
Okay, that's true. Being an indie, you are a very easy target because there's no company ramifications, right? Like indies, they can just easily kick to the curb, which sucks. Because FBI, open up! Like, I mean, to be quite honest with you, I'm surprised that OffKai even like kicked Niji to the curb. I mean, I feel like they were probably pressured to do so. But yeah, for indies, yeah, I mean, I experienced this myself.
Notice me, senpai. Awful. Notice me.
Oh, hi, Tankred. Hello. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Let's continue.
Their bottom line to capitulate to the cancel page instead. Speaking of literal violence, check out how offensive my next tweet is. In the United States, we have LGBTQIP2SAA, which means lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, queer, questioning, intersex, pansexual, two-spirit, asexual, and ally. But in Canada, they have 2S LGBTQI+, and the plus in Canada's acronym is people who identify as part of sexual and gender diverse communities. I hope this helps.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, and this is true, but honestly, like even in Canada, you know, the acronyms will always be a work in progress for sure.
Even in my DM with Lysander, you can see at the bottom, I was like, that second screenshot is literally me giving the definition for acronyms. What? I was like, what the actual heck do you mean? And so I looked up the tweet as well. And Michael here from that
oh, that's Canadian Prime Minister. Okay.
Far-right Nazi magazine niche gamer. He asked, what the even is 2S LGBTQI+++, responding to Justin Trudeau, who said the acronym in a tweet. To like, how did they even find it? As you can see in some of these other images, not this one. As you can see, they have like the word pronoun highlighted, so they quite literally searched my tweets for things to be offended by. Because that's apparently what you do if you volunteer for OffKai.
Oh dear.
The next tweet that I was given for why I am problematic is one of my responses to Tim Pool saying DEI isn't dying and we haven't won. I've been talking about Bridge for months and even linked my findings to Timcast.
So DEI is I think it's like Wait, what was it? Oh, sorry, I had to look this up. DEI. What is? Diversity, equity, and inclusion. Okay, got it. All right.
And others for more coverage. Don't celebrate when we're still in the war. We can win, but we need to stay vigilant and not rest on our laurels that don't even exist. This is probably one of the least problematic tweets I've made. It's a personal beef. They don't actually care. They just don't like me. Which is why there are people going to OffKai who have, for example, said the N-word, and that's perfectly okay. That's perfectly fine. But I have a problem. Not that I think you can't say the N-word. I've defended some of these people, for sure. If you're singing along to a song, it is perfectly fine to sing the words in the song, in my opinion. Moving right along to another horrible, offensive, murderous tweet. After its last year's strange decision to get rid of everyone's discriminator, Discord seems to be rolling out a pronoun feature for your bio. The pronoun field in Discord didn't have any censorship on it, so I found this out that you could have your pronouns. So I found out you could quite literally make your pronouns pandy-ass roly poo.
Oh, I see.
And that was perfectly fine. So I had to go around to other like corporate VTuber servers that I was in and be like, hey, yo, you should look out for people with this new pronoun field because they can quite literally put slurs in it and cause issues for you. So I even helped people avoid controversy by telling them about this.
Oh, that's
but
a
no,
good
me
point.
making my pronouns in Burger Queen, that's a problem. That is terrorism. I am a stochastic terrorist. How dare I be a Burger Queen? And then we have replying here. They didn't say other than pick related. It happened on a day after a post I made on pronoun people infecting Anime Wiki. I at this point don't even remember what the Anime Wiki was or what happened to it. This was back in like November of last year that I got mass reported for that tweet that I made. So I just imagine some Twitter freaks mass flagging, which might also be why I got the your account is being reinstated response so quickly. So these volunteers at OffKai who wanted me kicked out didn't even read the context behind what they were posting. I'm a victim of mass flagging and reporting, and they're using this as a reason why I am a bad person. And the only screenshot I was given that I was like, I can understand why someone who doesn't watch my content might find this problematic was Azahara's clip on me standing up for the Fruit Farmer website. She defended Kiwi Farms, the site that must not be named. Kiwi Farms is an important website. If Kiwi Farms falls, if people who have been harassing that website, harassing the people that host it, get it taken down, that will unleash the floodgates for other websites that people deem problematic to also get taken down. And every time I have made any defense of the Fruit Farm website, I always loop on how I dislike doxing. I don't like the amount of doxing that happens there. I don't like how some people feel the need to dox innocent people who have done nothing. They're also an important website of archiving and information. Whenever a mass shooting happens, the majority of information on that shooting is typically on Kiwi Farms before it's anywhere else. So I feel like anyone who stands up for free speech should defend Kiwi Farms.
Wow.
But this ends the screenshots that I was shown for why I am too problematic to have at OffKai. And literally none of them, except the Kiwi Farms one, even makes any amount of sense. You're going to bully an indie, don't do it for ideological reasons. Oh man. You don't get paid to do the work. You don't get a say in who can and can't be there. I can understand if they're like, well, we need volunteers, but are the volunteers who hold you hostage and say, well, we'll leave and not help you if you don't get rid of the people we don't like?
Yeah, no, I mean that is a little bit odd. That's a little bit odd because like volunteers are there to crowd control, move around tables and chairs and stuff like that. Volunteers generally don't have a say in who attends. Like that's more of like a management thing. So I'm a little confused. It just makes it seem like there's so much more work to be done. You know what I mean? Okay, for example, I'm going to use myself as an example because that's probably the best thing that I can think of, right? I run events, right? And usually I need volunteers for setting up and striking down things, right? So when I do that, like I run the event, I do the advertisement, I rent the venue, I source the vendors, like I do all that stuff, right? I don't expect my volunteers to help with that part because that part is the hard part. I expect my volunteers to just show up on the day of and move some things around. Like that's, for me, I think that's better because it's like, listen, you guys are kind enough to give me time of day for showing up and helping me on the day of. So for me to expect the volunteers to do that too, that seems unreasonable to me. That seems like that should be like a management thing and not like hey, volunteers, who do you think should come to my event? Like that's bizarre. I think that's a little bit bizarre, but okay. And I don't know. I just feel like management should just be like, yeah, this is my decision. This is my choice. Like, to kind of like use the volunteers as like a shield, I think is a little bit gross in my opinion, but I don't know. I don't know.
Is that the base you want to have for your convention? Is Pippa aware of this? Not asking her to do anything, just if she's aware. I would never want to put Pippa in a position to do anything about this because of how entwined Face Connect is with OffKai. I would feel like a shit person if I asked her to do anything about this. So she has nothing to do with anything that I am about to say. Good friend, I do not want to bring issues for Pippa, but her name will come up and I will have some explaining to do. His response to me asking about volunteers if they can just work on a different panel, he gives kind of a runaround here.
I mean, and that's a very good solution. Like it just here's the thing. Like you're hiring her for an 18+ event. Things are gonna get raunchy and like that's the intention, right? Yeah, and she makes a very good point. Like, especially if this is all set up like ahead of time, for you to just cancel on someone, that's not okay, right? Like, it's just a little confusing to me. Okay.
Where he says, this is a more difficult question, since all conventions are different. There's a lot of for-profit or larger conventions where things are departmentalized or paid with very different structures. Generally. If every volunteer has a say, then who's in charge here? Right? That's the confusing part to me. I don't get it. The larger they get, the less they care about drama, just as a rule of thumb. And I think it shouldn't matter how large you are as a convention. I think if you have principles, you should stand on them. If you want to grow your convention, blacklisting people that you think will be negligible to your bottom line because they made edgy joke is not the way to go. And they've done this before. They've done this to me. They will do it again. And especially because they were...
Oh, yeah. Like, okay, I can say with 100% certainty, I feel for her because this has happened to me as well. At my local convention too, like it's every year I try to apply to be on the VTuber panel. I am blacklisted, and it's disgusting and it sucks. And like pretty much the same thing. Like I feel for this lady, and like I'm not as edgy as this lady, but regardless, it just sucks. It sucks when you're so passionately involved in a community and the people who run it like push you out and they don't even give you like a really good reason. I'm going to use myself as an example. The last 2 years, I've been applying to be a VTuber guest at this particular convention. I'm not going to name it, but you guys, if you watch this channel, you know exactly which convention it is. And every year I get pushed aside. Even though I come and I'm like, hey, I got stats, I got sponsorship, I have like this many viewers, I've got this many subs. It doesn't matter because the people who are running these conventions have their own agendas and they have their own like clique of people who they want in the room. And it doesn't even matter like this. It's that gross, disgusting old adage. It's not what you know, it's who you know. And you would think that would have gone away with the invention of the internet, with the invention of like I feel like people are a little bit more open now. Like like there's just. It just sucks. It feels like high school all over again. It feels like the freaking cool kids club and like you're just trying. You're trying to like be like, hey, can I like come to something? And they're like, no. And like, why? And like they can't give you a really solid reason. So like just as the manager, just say, hey, you got to take control. You got to take control. And like, okay, I feel bad talking about it because I even emailed OffKai too. I'm like, hey, if you want me to be a guest, that's fine. And I know probably me talking about it is probably going to put me on their blacklist too. But whatever, it's fine. It just be upfront. Just be upfront and say, hey, I mean, in a way they're being upfront, but in a way not, because like I just don't understand why they're giving the volunteers so much power when it should just be a management decision. Like, I don't get it. The manager should just be like, yep, I made this choice. Because, like, the manager, like, is a manager for a reason, right? The manager is the person in charge. So the person in charge gets all the glory, takes all the hits. It doesn't make any sense why they're like, oh, yeah, it's the volunteers who don't like you. It's very sus. Okay, let's keep going.
Successful with blacklisting me this time, volunteers will feel emboldened in years to come. Where if they don't like you, if you've made any sort of off-color joke, the volunteers can just say, me or them, and OffKai will capitulate.
Right.
It's not going to stop if this is the way they're trying to build their convention. That's
right.
Why I know you didn't like it, but we said you're not blacklisted. Once again, the gaslighting. It is very, very late into the planning process to try and accommodate. HoloLive, for example, is doing robot rides for VTubers around the con. Or there are other groups doing meet and greets from their tables directly or on iPads. There's also the element of volunteering that's different from normal work that's a bit hard to explain. Since it's all unpaid, there's a lot of people who attach more of their own self to the cause or organization that they're volunteering for, regardless of what it is. So even if they aren't directly involved with you, there's that element of the organization doing something you disagree with. I like how they try to say it's not a blacklisting, then they say that volunteers attach their sense of self to the organization that they're volunteering for. So even if they aren't involved with my panel, the organization merely dealing with me is problematic for these people. I was like, you can't weasel word your ways with me, sir. We hope we can grow into a place where we're large enough to fully insulate people, but it's only our third year, and growing is difficult. So you're saying that once you get large enough, you'll be able to say, screw off to the volunteers are capitulating to now. What makes you think? What makes you think, if you are blacklisting me on very normal jokes, what makes you think anyone who has any sort of edgy content will want to be involved in your organization if they know that at any point in time a volunteer could just be like, I don't like this VTuber, and you'll bend over backwards to keep the volunteer instead of dealing with the VTuber.
Maybe OffKai is not wanting edgy people, like maybe they're wanting to like cultivate like a more corporate feel? Like, I'm confused.
Especially from the screenshots that you've shown, I've done nothing wrong and said nothing hateful. You said there were more complaints besides the tweets, so I'm curious as to what those were. This is the second time I have asked for what besides the tweets was said. He did not answer me the first time, and he does not answer me this time. And I say, this seems like people being petty, possibly the same people who didn't want Pippa to be there previously.
Wow.
I'm an easier mark to get rid of since I do not have the backing of a company, much like a company that sponsors so much of OffKai.
Yep, exactly. She hits the nail on the head right here. It's for all of these places, like all these conventions, right? They're like, you're not important unless you're with a corpo, and that is disgusting. And it's like life is already hard enough as is. In fact, being an indie is like probably the hardest thing to do because you are your marketing, you are your tech support, you are the content creator, you are the editor. Like it's really sad how indies are treated in this space, considering we do so much. We do so much and we get like no thanks. And like the one place where you think that would be a haven for you, a convention just for VTubers, isn't a haven for you either because it's all just corporate shilling. It drives me crazy.
And this is where things get funny, chat. Previously, OffKai had the same exact issue where volunteers said, either you remove Pippa from con or we quit. But because FaZe has unity, and they have the either we all go or none of us go mentality, OffKai couldn't kick Pippa out and instead lost to the volunteers.
Yep.
It was not negligible because she had the backing of a company.
Right.
The funny part is, I thought that this was OffKai, and so I mentioned it to him as if I knew that this happened because I thought that it did. I was getting OffKai confused with YomaCon. YomaCon had tons of public posts about how they only wanted like a couple of FaZe members, and FaZe did the either we all go or none of us do, and so they were all allowed to go to YomaCon. And somewhere in my brain, since it had been so long since this happened, for some reason I thought that was Pippa getting blacklisted from OffKai. And so again, I said it as if I knew that it was true. And apparently, it did happen, but I didn't know that. I had just gotten confused. But the director of OffKai confirmed it and said the people who had caused the issues with Pippa left us last year as well. So I did the best poker face in my entire fucking life. And the director just confirmed that it happened without me actually knowing.
Oh, damn. Whoa.
So like, when I was trying to find like the public tweets that I had read about OffKai, both me and Ziz were like, the only things we can find are Unicon. And I was like, all these tweets are very familiar. I've read these before.
Holy shit.
Wow.
And the director just confirmed it because I was assertive and sounded like I knew what I was talking about.
Wow. Wow.
Speech 100, honestly. 100
Wow.
I am a good bluffer. I should buy a lottery ticket, honestly.
Yeah, like he told on himself. Wow.
And as an indie, I'm sure the director once again thought getting rid of me to keep the volunteers would be negligible for their bottom line because
It's
I
true.
don't have the support of the company.
It's true. It's true. No, she's spot on. She's absolutely spot on. It's disgusting. Yeah. No, I have to agree. As an indie, we are treated like crap. And you'd think that we wouldn't be treated like crap because we work so hard, but it doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, these conventions are a business. These conventions want money. So they want to just use corporate. So that way they're like, yeah, we know by using corporate, we're going to get a return on investment. Just say it, man. Just say it, okay? Like, why even be like, oh, panels are open. Oh, we're accepting guests. Like, why bother? Just say, this is who I'm going for. Essentially, when people do that, it's just a marketing tactic. It's just marketing tactics so you spread the word and be like, oh, I applied. Fingers crossed if I get my panel accepted. It's all a bunch of lies. It's all a bunch of garbage. And it sucks and it's sad. And I hate disingenuous people. Ugh! Okay, anyways. So that's what happened between Kirsche and OffKai. So let's see some tweets here. Okay, so Kirsche says, I want to thank everyone for all the support I have been shown after speaking up about my issue with OffKai. Hopefully, if other VTubers have been told they can't be on panels, they feel comfortable speaking out. Thank you, Kirsche. It's true. It's true. Here is the tweets I was shown and as to why I'm not allowed. So she did go over these tweets in the video there. But let's see here. Okay, and then this is Azahara says, turns out I'm your biggest anti that causes you to get canceled. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's see here. Let me see here. Thank you for your courage. Yeah, no kidding. For real, yeah. It sucks. It sucks. I feel it because the exact same thing happened to me in my country. It's really sick and it's very sad. Hold on a second. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. Okay, thank you, Kirsche. We need more VTubers to speak up against the groupthink. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Absolutely, 100%. Okay, so let's okay, so this person is Grits IT says those mother effers will lie about anything. And then it says Kirsche is just like a hardcore doxer and kiwi farm enthusiast that is just the start of the reasons people wouldn't want her at their convention. When has she ever doxed anyone? Bro, she has an entire Kiwi Farm split docs website dedicated to worshiping her that she often uses. Hi, that's my website, link in bio. I have explicit rules stating no doxing of talent ever. I have removed attempts to dox VTubers' names and addresses. The only thing I allow is public information. Public information, yeah, cool excuse. Hope you reflect on the damage you do to people someday. What in the world? What? But this person is like, hey, here's some facts and opinions. Nuh-uh! It's a little bit odd. Okay. Let's see here. So someone's saying, the funny thing is that they tied blacklisting Pipkin last year, but her company has been paying OffKai's bills last year and this year. Yeah, man, it's all about the money. It's gross. It's sad. All right. Here it says Rev_says_Desu says, hello, OffKai. I'm supposed to be doing a meet and greet for my community at your convention. I'm going to be honest. I was looking forward to this event, but I don't care about my slot at all if you're going to be blacklisting people like Kirsche. Yes. If you're going to blacklist her, you might as well blacklist me too. I won't be supporting OffKai Expo in any way until the situation is handled fairly. Talking more about this in a video tomorrow. I have to agree. It's not really fair. Community is everything. Awesome stand for a fellow creator. Yes, exactly. It's gross. It's makes you feel like sick to your stomach, you know? This person, Darling Strawberry, says, I think it's really disgusting to manipulate and bully someone out of opportunities just because you don't like them. Unless they are a literal danger to society, keep it to yourself. Blacklisting someone because you don't like them and their opinions, grow up. That stuff is childish. That's why we like you, Strawberry. It makes me sad because it could easily happen to me or Rev, and people have tried doing things about this too. Luckily, we've always had support. Yeah. I'm going to say, from personal experience, this exact same thing has happened to me. I've been blacklisted as a VTuber from my convention that I've been going to forever, and I don't have a big enough following for people to care. That's the truth. If I'm going to be honest with you, that's the truth. Yeah. And it hurts. It hurts, but it like, in a way, it's nice to see that other people are having this problem too. It wasn't just a me thing, because I'm like, oh my God, like, I don't understand. I'm trying so hard. You know, like, every year I apply and I get like shafted. I don't understand. I'm from Canada. Like, this is a Canadian convention. Why won't they let me in? I don't get it. But yeah, it just sucks. It's just disgusting and gross. Just be honest, guys. If you're a convention person in charge, just be honest. Just be like, hey, you know, it was my call to make. Whatever. You know, take the heat, take the blame. You're the one at the end of the day who's making the schedule. Or you can just be like, hey, you know, there were so many people that came in. I honestly don't have time for everyone, and I wish I did. Like, I don't know, something like that. Something other than what happened, because this was gross. Alara says, I don't want to come across as salty, but seeing the OffKai plus Kirsche story develop really makes me wonder. Okay, I was denied a panel despite my work with tons of creators and many prior con appearances. I don't know, it just seems like things behind the scenes of OffKai are not so great. Yeah, it's true. And if I'm going to be honest with you too, let me be honest with you, okay? I'm confused that OffKai is volunteer run, because technically someone's got to be in charge. You know, there's always someone in charge. It's not like things magically happen. It's not like the venue magically rents itself and the insurance gets magically paid. Like, someone's in charge here. You know what I mean? But it's, wow. It's kind of sad, really, honestly. It's, hold on one second. Let me see if I can find something. And Cheetah, do you have the link to the tweet? I'm trying to find it. I don't think I can find it. Let me see here. Oh, Kirsche was on Geeks and Gamers twice this week. It's going to get wild over the next week. Ah! Oh my goodness. Yeah. Yeah, and like the weird thing is too. I mean, you make a very good point. The back and forth, like, they had to have known that this was going to get shown publicly. You know what I mean? Just odd. Okay. I think this is, 1 second, hold on. Okay, it looks like, okay, so so Rev did a retweet here of Strawberry saying, hi OffKai, I'm supposed to be at your con for a meet and greet on behalf of a third-party vendor. I'm really disappointed Kirsche is being blacklisted. Unfortunately, unless the blacklist is removed and she is allowed to participate in the panel, I will not be attending. I cannot, in good faith, support and encourage my audience to go to this convention and spend their hard-earned money to meet me when I know Kirsche's unfair situation has still not been resolved. I'm really sorry for any of my community that will be disappointed by this news. I can't lie, it frustrates me that because Kirsche is an indie VTuber with no corporate backing, this blacklisting decision seems to happen much easier. OffKai needs to remember who their target audience is. I won't be supporting any conventions who treat people this way. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a difficult decision but that's the correct response. Yeah, you have to vote with your wallet, right? It would be different if there was a concrete reason for blacklisting, like show us what policies you violated. So far, all we've seen is some anonymous volunteers are uncomfy because you made tweets they didn't like, which is, well, pathetic, to be honest. I 100% agree. Massive respect for standing up to this. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. Let's see here. Okay, so yes. So yeah, Kirsche, I feel you. It's happened to me too. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense, especially because like this is there's no, anytime you go to conventions, there's no like, hey, these are the metrics you have to meet. These are the like, in order for you to be a guest, this. There's nothing concrete ever, and like, oh, hey, if you're at the if you have like 10,000 followers, then we're gonna consider you, right? They're never really clear or upfront. It feels very casting couch gross vibes. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this one person is in charge and they're making all the shots, right? But I guess they're like, oh no, the volunteers make the decision. But I think that's a bunch of bull. Honestly, I think hiding behind volunteers, I don't think is the right thing. Just be like, hey, no, that was my call to make. I'm sorry. Or no, we had so many replies this year that we just weren't able to make time for everyone. Like, just the fact that this feels like high school all over again. I hate it. It's disgusting. It makes you uncomfortable, and it just feels like anything you do, you're not good enough, and that's not okay. As an indie, we get trampled on, we get stomped on because we don't have corporate backing, and it's disgusting. Anyways, so gross. So that's what's happening with OffKai. If you choose to go to OffKai, that is your call to make. But yes, this is what's happening with Kirsche and OffKai. So now you all know. Now you're all in on it. Okay, on to our next piece of news here. So Sayu has opened her Twitter again and saying, "Thank you for your kindness today, everyone. I truly can never put into words how much each and every one of you give me the strength to live by choosing to spend your time with me. I still can't believe to this day that I can be this lucky. I just pray it lasts forever. Please let me have one forever. Something that we don't have to struggle every day to have, like food or a home. I'll be unprivating my account today and doing my best to return to the world. I want to be brave enough to reach out to people again, to try to make new friends and rekindle old ones. You are all my safety net, my home. That will never change. Thank you for giving me somewhere safe to return to. I love you all so much." Aw, Sayu, it's so beautiful. All right, so this is Sayu. Sorry, this is Sayu. So Sayu, so she used to work at a bad company, but now she's independent. So she's an English independent VTuber. And then, so she debuted in August 2021, graduated in October 22, but officially re-debuted in December of 2023. Okay? All right. So, yes. So Sayu used to be Zion, who worked at Nijisanji. Okay. All right. So this is okay. So this YouTube channel, Armchair Expert, they ended up making a pretty much a documentary about Sayu's experience, or technically Zion's experience at Nijisanji. And so 37 documentary. We're not going to watch all of it, but I encourage you to go watch this. It's from Armchair. The Armchair Expert, and Armchair spelled with a 1, and so it's this documentary right here. Okay. By the way, can I just say I love YouTube and the fact that like we can make documentaries about stuff, about anything. Like I've even watched like documentaries about like Minecraft, Minecraft servers. Like like it's cool because like traditional television wouldn't be like, yeah, we'll make a documentary about this very obscure niche thing. But the cool thing about the internet is that you can make documentaries yourself and post them on the internet and people can watch them, right? So this has like almost 80K views. This is incredible. Anyways, I love the you in YouTube. Hopefully it stays that way. Okay, let's continue. So anyways, so Sayu has reopened Twitter, which is fantastic. Then this documentary was posted 7 days ago. Okay, and then this is on the Kurosanji subreddit, posted by Mr. JNT. It says Sayu talking about past experiences with Nijisanji and even beyond the company. And then it says the fact that she put so much emphasis on the phrase other females just makes me feel so bad for Sayu and any other livers who aren't associated with Nijisanji. I feel beyond sad for these people very much. All right, we're going to play this video. This is a 6-minute video. All right, let's go. It says, Sayu talked on stream about past events. Go watch the full VOD. Link in description. Okay, good. Okay, we're going to just make this... ditch this clip and watch the VOD.
Watch the VOD! I'll be honest, I've become very apathetic to a lot of things, and it really kind of sucks, because, like, it's my coping mechanism to just not care about a lot of what happened, or a lot of what, you know, negative things happen, or I feel, right, that are negative. I guess it's like, the way that it is that I'm basically just taking this time, you know, this stream to explain exactly how I feel now, you know, how things have changed and how things haven't changed, right? The things that I can stand up for myself saying and the things I can't. The reasons why it's, you know, like if you guys see the earlier parts of the stream, I basically explained why it's unfair for people to ask me to quote unquote move on from it. And that's because I still feel the repercussions from the stuff today.
Wow.
Right? Like, I still
No,
lose
she's...
things through.
Wait, oops.
As
Sorry. Okay, I gotta... shoot, okay.
Quote, move on from it. And that's because I still feel the repercussions from the stuff today.
Can I just say, statistically, it takes 3 to 5 years to recuperate from burnout. That is a proven statistic.
Right? Like, I still lose out on making new friendships because people judge me preemptively and they just don't want to be associated with me, or people I am still left out even though I am ex this company as well, and I'm not technically part of that, you know. So yeah, there's just a lot. There is a lot of it. Like, I've been backstabbed by a lot of people.
Sorry, just to quickly interject. So she watched the Armchair Expert video, and this is herself commenting on the video.
I actually had a huge PTSD of females for a very long time because of what happened.
Oof.
And it was only through meeting and making good friends like Sheena and, you know, so many other people recently that made me actually not feel PTSD anymore from them. Like, I've actually moved past it, but I used to really dislike.
I can totally see what she means, just because I'll talk on like my personal corporate experience. Some ladies can be mean. So I totally get it.
Like other females, because I was very scared of them, and I knew that they would be very, very dishonest with me. And so this was just kind of like, oh. And most of my friends growing up were guys, you know, they play video games, you know. That's what I was. I was a gamer, and
yeah, same.
Yeah. So this just kind of felt like,
emotional damage.
It happened.
Emotional damage. It's true. Let's see here. Yeah. So like, essentially, 1 second. Oh, sorry. 1 second. Hold on. Sorry. So, essentially, she had PTSD about what, when she says females, she means the female Niji members. Let's continue.
And again, kind of thing, you know? Like, why couldn't you just talk? Why couldn't you just talk to me? Why?
Yeah.
And this happened twice with another girl there, obviously.
Oof.
Who was one of Zion's... Who was someone that Zion thought she was very close to as well. And she also got backstabbed.
Ugh. That's
after
sad.
they talked, which was even worse.
Oh.
They talked privately.
Oh. That sucks.
Cleared up everything.
Apparently not.
And explained things, and she basically told the story that got told before they talked.
Oh, no.
It was her thoughts on what happened before they even talked things through. And that's why I am angry at her.
Oh, goodness.
That is
sucks.
why. Because it's like the whole talk never happened.
Oh, no.
Between the two of them.
Oh,
like
no.
they talked privately in DMs. And oh boy, I wish she had screenshotted that.
Yeah.
But it was very, very long.
Oh, wow. Oh,
and I
goodness.
really do think, like, I do not like a...
And like, and because it's a corporate VTuber, right? Corporate has taken over those accounts, so it's not like she has access to those to like prove her story.
Accusing people of doing things that are bad or negative. I don't like doing that because a lot of people just make mistakes. I make mistakes.
That's fair.
A lot of people just have bad wording.
Mm-hmm.
But I do not understand why she would talk about what happened if they had already talked things through as if they hadn't. Like, it's very, very hurtful.
Yeah.
And I think that being in the industry, in this space for so long, she knows the weight of her words. It's not like Kotaka, where Kotaka maybe didn't know the weight of her words and how much it would affect and hurt the person afterwards. But the other one definitely did. And that is what I don't like. That is what I do not like.
That sucks. That's
so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, that's fucking like. That's scary looking. Oh my god.
That is scary.
Oh my god. Oh wait. I've got this.
Oh no. No. Oh no!
That's big enough. Is that small enough? Yeah.
Oh my
Whee!
goodness.
I wish I could stick my arms out. Ooh. Even better. Those of you guys who are new here, have you ever seen this? Yeah.
There you go. Oh my god.
I can lower myself a little bit to be the head. I can turn the tentacles off too. Funny enough. Yeah, there we go. It's not my tentacles! Wait, I read the tentacles. Fuck.
Oh my goodness. Okay, all right. So, yeah. So this is Sayu talking about her past experiences, which is, it hurts. It hurts, man. I feel you 100%. It's terrible. Let's see what some of the people say. Opposite umpire says, not gonna lie, this clip without broader context doesn't help. It kind of brushes off her conclusion that she still wants to be friends with people and clear up things that some of them did privately. Edit. Probably would have been a good idea to put a disclaimer somewhere in the video about it or make a longer version so people can refer to the supercut of her VOD, because some people are taking this as if she's trying to stir stuff up while she wants to resolve her name and be able to make connections like other content creators do. I commented about it already, but to repeat for visibility, people who take her words as a reason to attack livers have issues. Yeah, no, definitely don't attack livers. That's big yikes. That's big yikes. Okay. All right. So there is this video here. I'm not sure if it's the same one, but I have the timestamps here. 1 hour 30. Let me start at 1 hour 38. Well, okay, this is 1 hour 38. Then this is on Sayu's channel, and this is just a VOD from 15 hours ago. So let's take a look. Woo!
Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, people are saying you don't have to. Uh-oh. What's going on?
All right, let's hear a little bit.
Oh, it says, at this stage of the statement, it's almost indistinguishable from verse. Okay. I'm not about the termination, obviously. And it says, reaffirms the validity of the termination emphasis that other talents tried to with compliance, extra, etc. Honestly, what's said is in the announcement. Pretty simple and clear.
Okay.
I feel like...
Oh, no! That sounds like someone who, okay, I'll be nice. I'm gonna be nice and say that that's something that English is not her native language. So maybe, okay, and I'm not saying that her English sucks or anything like that. I'm just saying maybe she thought that these things just actually happen. If you believe what those things are at face value, sure, you know, it can sound like if you say, like, if somebody says this person like was lying about getting a sponsorship or whatever and saying that, you know, that's what one of the things that were on the thing, then fine. You know, then fine. You know? Then fine. I guess I just don't get that, because this was... I don't understand believing a company over your friend.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
But there are people out there who do that.
Ugh.
Just like there are people who don't. But I think it's sad. That's all. I just think it's sad. I don't think it's a good thing to do. To not talk about that kind of thing directly with a person unless you really consider that person to just be worthless to you.
Oof.
Right?
Oof. Ouch.
That's the thing. I just think it's very... If you really don't care about the other person, then obviously go at it, you know? Then obviously it's not... There's no point to talk to the other person. But I think the thing that makes me mad about this is that it just seems that this kind of thing is like, whether she actually thought this or not, like actually thought that it was, you know, what happened on the tournament was actually true or not. What her statement is, and again, she's not used to having this kind of power, because influencers have a lot of power.
Okay.
In what we say. So we have to be very careful about what we say. Okay, we learned that the hard way, good or not. But what she said here makes it sound like Zion is a more horrible person and that everything is true. Whether or not she realizes that or not, it makes it sound like everything is true because she said so and because she was in a position that she would know, right? Because they were genmates. So when proven wrong, it looks bad on her as well.
I see.
Right? Because... And that's the thing you have to be careful about, right? That's the thing you have to be very, very careful about. But yeah. Aw, Blackjack, you guys help plenty. You guys help plenty just by being here. Have I spoken to her since that stream? No. No. Because I have no reason to, if that makes sense. Because I actually expressed that I still thought that we could talk things out and be friends. But I know that she does not want that.
Oh, dear.
So, you know. It's not a two-way street. Not a two-way street.
Okay, so that was... and then we have one more timestamp here at 2 hours and 11 minutes. Let me just... let me scooch over to 2 hours and 11 minutes.
This one made me angry.
Zion committed multiple infractions. Other members of Exile had tried to help her with compliance to no avail. Her actions have been hurtful and disappointing to her genmates. Oof. All right, so let's go back like a...
Oh, like she was that cool. Come on.
I do know when someone is disrespecting the ones I love. Wah. And this says, I'm sad to see my gen mates having to apologize for this because honestly, it wasn't their fault. None of the talents had to apologize. unless they were told to by management.
Aha.
Okay, so it sounds like she's doing like the audio splitting. Okay, so yeah, so she's referring to Hex Haywire here. Those quotes are from Hex Haywire from the documentary. Okay, so yeah, so she's listening to it and she's doing an audio split, which is why you can't hear what the documentary is saying. Okay, but yeah, okay, let's go. This is when Nijisanji did the reasons as to why Zion left. And it says, i.e. these statements were done with the intention that they would be seen as a reaction of the termination rather than part of it.
True.
When it comes to Nijisanji's manipulative use of talent victimhood, where to go from here?
Oh, this one made me angry.
Okay, sorry. If we're finally rewinded to the correct timestamp of 2:11. Okay, here we go. Where it says Zion committed multiple infractions. The other members of XCL had tried to help her with compliance no avail. Her actions have been hurtful and disappointing to her genmates.
This one made me angry because you guys will see why.
Ignore the rain ASMR. From what I can tell, it's normal background music. And then this person's like, I do want to say first and foremost, as both
okay,
a library,
yada.
I'm
gonna suffer through this. Okay, so here's
I don't want to suffer through
where I want to pause at. This line right here. Okay. So in Zion's document, nothing was said about any other people because no other people should be brought into her document. It is her document.
Yeah.
No, she did not want to throw any harassment at all.
Yep.
On other people.
That's fair.
Okay. However, false statements that cause pain have consequences.
That's true.
Oh, he made a Google Doc joke. The Google Doc joke. The Google Doc joke. Sorry. Yeah, the Google Doc joke was funny. In a very bad way for him. Okay. Here's the thing. Here's one thing that didn't have to be in the document that obviously was not needed to be talked about unless it was brought up, which is now.
Oh.
Zion did not know this.
Uh-huh.
Zion was not aware of this when she made the joke. I mean, I think a lot of you guys knew that already. But she did not know. And she would not have made that joke had she known. Okay. Yeah, I might have mentioned it briefly, but just so that everybody knows. That is what...
Okay, I'm just going to try and find the clip, so give me 1 second. Hold on.
Display more than it is in Hex Haywire's statement.
Okay, so
during
here,
his stream,
we have here.
Hex
Okay,
reiterates
that's
many
better.
of the points made by his genmates. However, What separates this statement from the others is how Hex begins his address.
I do want to say first and foremost, as both a liver for Nijisanji and someone who has suffered through essays as a young person, or as a younger individual, I cannot condone a lot of the jokes and a lot of the things that she said, and it devastates me. It devastates me because I never would have guessed that it would come to this. It would happen this abruptly.
Now, to be clear, publicly sharing that you're a victim of SA or any other form of abuse is not itself a bad thing. But what complicates the way that Hex has done so here is how his victimhood is being used to qualify his condemnation of Zion. Regardless of his intentions, this effectively frames Zion's infractions as a personal slight against Hex and implies a degree of malice behind her words and actions.
Look what they did to my boy. Reminder, this includes Hex referencing his prior experience of abuse, I think. Management actually approved of using the trauma of one of their talents to legitimize their demonization of another.
At best, you could argue that this was done with a neglectful ignorance of how Hex's
Negligence.
words would be interpreted by some members of the Western audience as a license to attack Zion. But at worst, this could be viewed as a deliberate attempt at mobilizing online audiences for a harassment campaign. Ultimately, it is this shared sense of disappointment and helplessness expressed by all three talents that viewers are being encouraged to identify with. It's also what Niji's management is relying on to give these talents the credibility to speak out about the situation, despite them having no say in the termination decision and lacking any PR expertise of their own. Moral panics are especially destructive when they're used in the context of a publicized interpersonal dispute, because they have a tendency to turn perceived victimhood into...
Okay. I think we have a little bit more context now. One second. One second.
Help me!
Okay, so from what I can kind of piece together, oh goodness, hold on, let me try and get my words together. Okay, so I guess what Hex Haywire in his quote unquote, I guess, black video, was saying that as a victim of sexual assault, he took Zion's off the cuff joke as something really serious. And he's kind of making her into like a villain, I believe. Hold on, let's see here. Okay, let's keep watching. Hold on.
She felt very uncomfortable with is the fact that she did not know. Okay? So for those of you guys who weren't here to hear this, if she knew, she would not be around trying to make that joke.
That's fair. That's fair.
So I don't like how it was very conveniently covered and included here.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Yeah, that's another thing that Connor pointed out. That's good. If you're making a joke about you, you're making it personal. That is also a bit of a red flag. Okay. I think that's also a red flag. Because not only can you just chalk it up to somebody not knowing.
Right.
You're also projecting your experiences. And you're also restricting someone else's actions based off your own experiences. And you're expecting them to know that that is the norm. You are expecting them to follow your norm. Does that make sense? You are saying this is the way that people should act. And if they don't, then you see them as bad people.
Oh, dear.
Okay. That is what I don't like. I do not like that. You say it so eloquently. Thank you. I'm trying to be very careful with my words today, so.
Yeah, no,
Leon, thank you so much for the gifty. Thank you, fam.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah. Ooh, boy, that's heavy. Oh, goodness. Oh, Sayu. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Yeah. Woof. Wow. Wow. I can imagine it's probably pretty stressful to have a documentary about your experience and about you and about your life, like, out there in the public. So that was very brave of her to react to her past demons. Yeah. Worst smear campaign in history. Wow. Okay, we are going to move on to our next piece of news. Okay, so we're going to be talking about Taipei. So Taipei is located in northern Taiwan, and in Taipei we're having so this is on the that's on the Nijisanji subreddit posted by Gamel999, and it says this is a Holo Meet Taipei karaoke, not concert, and it says they refuse to call this as a concert, yet this is now being they refuse to call this as a concert, yet this is now being hosted at Taipei Music Center. And it says, please note the event starts at 6 p.m. This is just 5 p.m. People still queuing outside to come in. All tickets were sold, and I'm at level 2. There is a seat on level 3 as well. And look at the Niji concert in Singapore last month. So it says, can you give an update? And then sadly, no video evidence. Sadly, no phone or video once the concert starts, but this is 5 minutes before it's all seated. Wow. Holy, that's packed. Wow. That's incredible. Goodness. And then here's the fans. Here's video of fans lining up outside. You can see a number of fans went there. Wow. Oh my goodness. That's incredible. And then this is so this is on again on the Nijisanji subreddit. This is posted by Alpha YL. Saying, not sure if this is allowed in the sub, but I just want to take this moment to share my happiness to be able to participate in this event. Huge crowd gathered taking photos and having fun. I've seen some impressive cosplays, but I am too afraid to ask to take photos. Aw. I'm currently lining up and waiting for re-entry. And then it says, good vibes here. I hope I can share it with you guys to brighten up your mood. Aw, that's so sweet. How nice is that? Oh, look at that. People are in cosplay. This is incredible. This looks like so much fun. Nice to have some positivity lately. It's just feeling very depressing. Yeah, same, realistic, same. That's awesome. Wow, that's incredible. Holo knows what to do. Man, Holo is so perfect. They're mwah. You know, they've had their share of controversies too, but overall, very good. Yeah. Okay, and then let's see here. Oh, what's good? Oh, so here it says, 3-story crowd at the HoloLive Meet Super Karaoke Party in Taipei. Good Lord! The seats are packed. That looks like incredibly fun. That's got to be so much fun. Wow. And then this is on the HoloLive subreddit, and it says Gura singing in front of a sea of blue, and this is posted by Dry Relationship 949. Wow, look at this. Oh, look at all those pen lights, man. This is beautiful. That's incredible. That looks like so much fun. Wow. And then this is on the HoloLive subreddit again. It says 3-story crowd meet super karaoke party at Taipei. Wow. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. All right. Let's see here. Okay, and then this is posted on the Nijisanji subreddit by Lionel LKF saying, breaking news. Doki has been sponsored by Idol for an official debut watch of their new group. Now that's a massive win. So Doki is still Doki is still an indie, but she's doing a watch along. So this is a tweet posted from the Idol Twitter, and it says, official watch along. Watch Encore debut today with Doki Bird on her live. Sorry, so it says watch Encore debut today with Doki Bird on her Twitch channel. Debut starting at 2 p.m. PST. So it's an official Doki Bird watch along. So this is interesting. It's an interesting concept. I've only kind of started to understand the watch along concept. So essentially, I believe Doki Bird is probably getting paid to do this watch along, which is good. But essentially, a watch along is like because like for me, I got really confused because I thought like, well, if you're doing like a watch along, you're taking viewers away from the person debuting. But if you have a big enough following, then I guess the watch along is helps propel the channel. So anyway, so this is so this is great. This is great news for Doki. Great news for Idol and for Encore. So that's awesome. Okay, so this person says, Idol does that for their new debut since EN1. It's good that Doki is a part of that, but not significant hurdle for someone her size. Let's see here. And it says, while Idol isn't as bad as Nijisanji, some of their PR stunts and management have been questionable lately. The latest drama they have with their staff and manager who forgot or refused to pay the artist in Indonesia, and the person had to contact the CEO directly in order to get paid. Woof. I won't comment too much on the CEO playing around with Niji drama in order to push his company's image. I just hope dude won't be like those billionaires who think they know better than everyone else. Yikes, yikes. Okay. All right. So that's the news with Idol and Doki, but Doki is still staying an independent. Okay. And on to our last piece of news, we have, so this is more of a positive, so we're going to just listen to that.
I had a dream one time, in a hypothetical dream, that never happened to me, but maybe to another person. One thing I felt really bad about is I know some people felt a bit ashamed of admitting that they're part of a certain community because it's like, oh, I'm part of this.
Oh, sorry. Really quickly, this is Michi. So and this is Michi from VTubing, and she used to work at a past place.
Community, but sadly, my streamer doesn't get shit. So, oops. Like it feels like you're throwing money into an empty pit, you know.
But
now, chat, you can see the result of your support. It's so I'm so happy.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
And I remain confident.
I had a dream one time, in a hypothetical dream.
Okay, so essentially what Michi is saying is that back at her quote unquote old job, things were money was just thrown into a void and things weren't properly tracked. But now that she's at VShojo, she can see the where things are going and things are very transparent, and that is good, and that is how you should have been the whole time. Because yeah, like analytics and when you're a content creator, like that stuff's important, not just like trust me bro, like that's not how accounting works. So anyways, it's essentially she's getting more money than she used to. That money gets to her now, and this is incredible. This is what we want to see, right? Like this is actually how a company should be. This is how a company should be, right? You should be transparent, and you should be able to see like, hey, I did this campaign. This is the sales that came in from not just trust me, bro. Don't worry about it. Like this is very good. VShojo is doing a great job, and essentially like Niji took the money, right? So, 1 second, hold on. So when she's mentioning the void, she's saying that Nijisanji took all the money, and when she mentions that, because it's just like they're just Evil Corpo. And Vshoujo's like, yo, here's all, we're tracking everything. Here we go. And like, that's exactly what you want. Anyways, yes, Vshoujo is definitely collecting the W's. Excellent, excellent. Okay, guys, that's it. We did it. That's the end of the news. All right, let me just get to the browser, and I will put down the volume so don't blow out your eardrums. Okay, thank you. If you have to fart, now is the time. Great job, everybody. Well done. Thank you so much for your patience and your attention. Thank you very much. We did it. Woo! We did it. We did it. Oh my goodness. What are the people on Void? It's the yacht fund. Yeah, no kidding, right? Exactly. 10% extra taken for the yacht tax. Thank God. Yeehaw! I'm back. My phone died on me. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Niji has minimum wage employees doing CPA work. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. Let's see. 1 second. Hold on. Okay. Oh, you couldn't hold any longer? That would get them in a... That would get them in the worlds of us trouble. Exactly. Yeehaw! Oh, goodness. I farted before stream. I'm good. Toot. Good job. See, even the YouTube peepees are tooting. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job, guys. You're all incredible. Oh my goodness. You guys are all so sweet. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. When you work with the higher ups. Oh, thank you. Don't give you the tools to help that you need. Everyone has that problem. I know it sucks, right, Goonerman? It's so true. Yeah, Vshoujo is collecting the W's. Trust me, bro. Is how accounting works at Pro Capital Investments. Oh my goodness. Toot toot. That sounds a little bit more than a part. Toot. You guys are so cute. Oh my goodness. See, look at you guys, YouTube and Twitch. You guys get along. See, I knew you'd be fast friends. All right, let me see. Let me see if this person is online. I don't think. Yes, they are. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys. Sadly, all good things must come to an end. I know. I am very late. I was supposed to finish stream at 3 o'clock. It's 3:30. That's okay, no problem. All right, guys, we're going to raid Alara. And please stick around for the raid when we go in there. Thanks for the farts. You guys are also great. I love you guys. Best community ever. Okay, so when we go in, we're going to say, nya nya raid, and we're really going to make their day, okay? So currently, Alara is playing Elden Ring. YouTube peepees, if Alara is streaming, I'll try and send you there. Otherwise, I'll find you somewhere else cool to go. But thank you so much for spending your Saturday with me. It was absolutely incredible. Thank you all so much for your love and support. It really means a lot to me, okay? I will see you tomorrow for what we're going to be cooking. We're going to be cooking tomorrow, guys. So I'll see you tomorrow for the cooking stream. I hope you all have a fantastic Saturday. Thank you. I love you all so
There we go. Now it worked.